This is the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, two law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
Welcome to MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast midweek news. I'm gonna get it out eventually.
Yeah, you got that one right.
What's up, Karen and JoJo? How y'all doing?
Usually on the other podcast, he opens it up with the same saying.
Yeah, I do. Freebird was supposed to be here, but
he got the bird flu.
He got bird flu. He's got some fever. Don't worry though. T-Bird did take his temperature, and I heard that was anally. So, and it was like 100. And was that I had you muted?
You had me muted. Nice.
Muted,
I said, is it vaginitis?
No, he's got the bird flu. Not real sure. But she said she will. Hello, Yvette. I said, I think he's going to check. I think she said she's going to check his temperature anally every 15 minutes.
He needs that.
So,
with her pinky finger.
That's right.
No, it's going to be with, I think it has a unicorn tail attached to it.
Oh, it lights up like our shoes. I got you.
Yes. You see where I'm going with that.
Was that guy's name Dan that sent that book to me?
No. We're going to talk about that in a second. That is Billy.
Thank you, Billy, so much for the book. I'm going to love it, and I'm going to enjoy sharing some of the BS out of it with everybody.
JoJo, he's got that Big Show look going on tonight.
I guess I confused her with my changed filter. Yeah, he's gonna feel better. It's not corona or nothing like that. It's got something to do with he had some teeth work done, and I think it's still acting up on him. So he'll eventually feel better. He's upset. Look, I got the new email address down there.
I was just going to say,
if y'all are watching on the bottom, if anybody wants, topless pictures of Freebird, email him at freebirdnipples@gmail.com. If anybody wants to get a picture of the box's box, you have to email him at the OGbox 2022@gmail.com. It's in the description. If anybody needs to know anything that is just totally useless and you don't care to know, you can.
If you're just bored,
you can email
random
old Holstera over there at mccdidyouknow@gmail.com. It's all in the bottom. See, there it is right there.
Scrolling across. I like the ticker, man. That's pretty cool.
They didn't know I just made all them emails up today.
That's great.
So, but yes, thanks, Billy. Your shirt is signed. I just have to mail it out. Kind of like JoJo stuff.
I got a question for you, for the both of you. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people?
I know where he's going.
I didn't know they had a clown that
I didn't know they had a
hid
clown
from
that
gay people.
Yeah, they do. You ever seen him?
Yeah, there he is right there. I just saw him. I think he's over there. I saw him. You see, he's doing the whole joke because if you say you haven't seen it because he was hiding from you, say you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
So he thinks he's being slick like that. So
it's hilarious.
Go play that on your son.
We didn't fall off
I did do it to my son earlier, and he was like, "No, I ain't never seen him. Where's he at?" I'm like, "He hides from gay people," and I dumbfounded him. And then finally, Lexi comes in the room and goes, "You don't see it because you're gay."
Well, everybody go like and subscribe. Hit them bells, whistles, all that shit. Go share it. Share it on your page and stuff. Maybe we can pick up some more people. We're this close to having 800 followers on the MOTORCOP Chronicles Facebook page. This close.
There's got to be more than 800 people in America.
We hit 1,000. We'll do a giveaway.
I'm trying. I'd love to hit at least 1,000 followers. Get moving us on up that.
We'll give away a Freebird thong.
I'll mail somebody some used once Freebird underwear or something like that.
Hey, Box, I got to ask you a question. Okay. Did you get more than one T-shirt in the mail?
I didn't mail him.
I didn't get anything in the mail.
Oh.
You're the only. No, I didn't mail them theirs. I just bought them.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, there was some kind of weird fluke. I'm like, there's another ass T-shirt that says the Holstera. It's the same damn T-shirt.
Well, somebody screwed up at the T-shirt place. Also, would like to thank Kaylee Norris, Freebird. I don't know what he did, but I do know that naked guy running through the street video that you sent, that somebody sent or somebody took, that I did hear that he spent a little time in the bathroom with it. I'm not quite sure what happened with that, but I'm not asking. But he just thank you, Christy. But yeah, Freebird did spend some time in the bathroom with it. So
yeah, I'll tell you, when he told me that story and it was like the random drunk guy just running through the road naked, I'm like, okay, it's just a dude. No, it's this black dude with an anaconda just flip-flopping all over the fucking screen. I'm like, we can't play that.
Yeah, he's like, you gonna play that on? I'm like, no, I don't want to get banned.
No, not at all.
We're doing something a little bit different today. I got 2 videos I'm going to play for the guys. They haven't seen them. Then we'll get into the stories. I want a reaction on them. The first one's a little bit longer. We might have to go through some of it. But it's very interesting. I was watching and I'm like, oh, yeah. But we're going to watch it. I want to see their reaction, get them to talk about it. So let's jump in this shit. The video that's starting it's not it. Yeah, I know I got to go through my video. So, no, this is it. I started right for one time. Right. We're going to fast forward. He's doop. I don't know. They got a call or something, a suspicious car or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, he makes contact with his vehicle.
You stay here?
No.
What are you doing here?
No. Why does it matter?
Turn the car off. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off now.
Oh, I've seen this.
Turn the now. Turn the
Hey, watch what you do, because I'll punch you in your... Don't ever forget that. I'll punch you
Central,
dead in your
send me a
shoulder.
second,
Let me go.
Hey.
Let me
explain to you what we're doing.
Put your hands on me and I
am
don't say
responding.
I don't give a...
Now, this little girl is...
She obviously doesn't give a...
Obviously that she has grown up with zero learning whatsoever, because she just thinks, what's up, Thomas?
There was a burglary, right?
And I'm not sure, but she has this guy here just...
I'm responding to an alarm call.
Put your hands on me and I did turn up on you.
Turn around.
Watch your... Oh, my mama.
Nobody's under...
Now, does he have a dial or something on him that she turned it up? Because she said, I did turn up on you. I mean,
What it sounds like.
I don't understand if he's a radio or something like that.
Turned up is when they get louder.
That's scary, because you just... Okay, here we go.
Turn around. Ma'am, turn around.
Stop
You're not
touching
under,
me.
You're not
I
under
don't
arrest.
care. You came in this hostile. Don't you ever put your on me. I'll spit on you.
And that's 2 threats she done made. She done said she'd punch him in the face. Now she says she's going to spit on him.
Yeah.
Under arrest. Stop.
Don't look at my hair. What the fuck with you?
Get down.
Hey, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, stop.
40 Central Hunt, step it up.
Okay, well, there goes the plant.
Get down now.
There went her hair.
Yeah, I saw it.
Need backup. We got a loose weave.
At least the dude over here on the right.
Yeah, he's trying
to help.
He's trying. Well, right now he's trying to understand, because this cop, I'm telling you, he's being more. He's being more gentle.
Yeah.
He's being more gentle. Hello, Tanya. He's being more gentle than I would be, because it is a female. She's resisting. She ain't physically hit him, but she's still resisting. But he's being way more gentle than what he could be.
Down now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Get down.
I don't care.
Get down.
What the?
Get down.
Move in the car. Move it. Stop pushing me to the ground. I'm resisting. Move. babe, just chill.
Put your hands behind your back.
Move!
Turn. Hand behind your back.
At this point with me, she would have been screaming that her wrist was hurting real bad. I don't know what her mama's got to do with it.
What's going to happen?
Yeah, 'cause apparently she's grown up enough to do what she's doing. So.
Well, she's 18, I believe.
Everybody that there is yelling at her to.
Look, Tyler. That's a good one, Tyler.
Well, I can do it myself.
He said it was unbelievable. You're right, JoJo. They do.
Just calm down. Come on, bro.
Some people thrive on that.
Bit of a hairy situation, if you ask me.
Now she's getting kicked at him.
Stop!
Come on, hurry. Come on, bro.
Tell her to quit moving.
Let him do it.
If you don't stop moving,
Bro, hurry the fuck up, bro.
stop. I'm trying not.
Come on, bro.
I'm trying not to you.
Bro, hurry up, bro. Hurry.
I'm trying not to hurt you.
Bro, put it on.
I bet you all this shit's over a little bit of weed.
I am trying not to hurt you.
I think they got called for suspicious things. He asked me if
No,
they
they
lived
did. It
there.
was like a burglary call or
Sit
something.
down. Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down.
Like everybody there that knows her's telling her to fucking calm down.
What do you need her for? What are you fucking with her for now? What's wrong with it now, bro?
Stop.
Stop touching me. Just calm down. Stop touching me, Father.
This right here is what's wrong with kids today. And that comes from the way she was raised at her house.
And I swear to God, if I get out of this, I swear to God, cannot do beat the white out of this.
Now,
she's gonna beat the white
now she's
out
going
of
to beat the white off of him.
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Relax.
Hey, baby, just
You're gonna chill out.
Where the fuck is his backup, dude?
Yeah, no doubt. They
Yeah.
way out of pocket.
the wig. I hope your kids die.
Now she says she hopes his kids die.
Because now we're, what, 16 minutes into this?
No, we're
Stand up.
4
That's-
minutes.
Okay, never mind. I see it now. Look at
Fix
this.
my wrist in this cup.
No.
Fix my.
You're gonna wait.
I'm man.
Okay.
Stop
This didn't have to be like that.
touching me. It did, because you were aggressive for no reason.
All right.
You know you're wrong, and I take your whole job.
Now she's going to take his whole job.
His whole job.
Is that different if you take half of somebody's job or
I'm
a
gonna get you
quarter of
bumped
it?
down to private.
How's that work?
Does that mean I don't have to work weekends?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to take the whole job, not a piece of the job. That's right there. That's intelligence right there.
Yeah.
It's going to take
Nobody
his
ever said criminals are smart.
whole job.
The whole job.
Oh my soul. Bitch.
He said, "Oh, my soul. Bitch, you ain't got no soul. You don't have no soul."
I'm still
I
trying
don't
to
know.
figure
I ain't
out-
never seen her cook.
I'm still trying to figure out why he didn't walk her and put her into a unit.
I don't know.
I think he's still trying to figure out what the fuck he just walked into.
If I said it hurt, and I will spit on you. Fix my.
Nah,
She's gonna spit again.
spit on him again.
What are you doing?
Hey, you spit on me, I'll bust you
Here
in the
comes
jaw.
a unit.
Some damn girl and spitters.
Spitters
Stop
are quick.
pulling
Stop
away.
touching me. My wrist hurt.
Bitch, I'm arresting you at this point. What you want me to do? Play?
What's that plate say?
It's Florida.
Ev Jack.
Eva Jack or something. I don't know. Should say dumbass.
I'm gonna pull away.
I'm gonna.
No,
pull
I'm gonna.
away.
All right. Well, thanks for
See, now
letting me
that's
know.
resisting.
You're gonna let me know you're resistant.
Yeah, thanks for putting
That's
that on
like
the
using your
body- on
blinker in the
body
car
camera.
chase.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn here.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn here. I'm gonna pull away. Okay. You and your whole Buck 05 cell.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like, dude, he could just pick her up and put her in the
Oh,
fucking
he
unit at
could
this
have
point.
slammed her in the ground several times by now. If he could have tased her. He could have done all kind of shit to her.
Where? I know it's in Florida, but what was that county?
I'm not sure. I think it's in Pasco.
I mean,
It should be.
I doubt it's Pasco, but they're gonna say it's excessive force.
Well,
but
they tried, and after this came out, the sheriff was like, negative.
because at worst
Negative.
it's interfering with an ongoing investigation.
Oh yeah, well she was just straight up when she started kicking at him, and I mean she's threatening them. Then
Well,
she,
yeah, it didn't even matter. The car door wasn't
So-
even open yet. She says, "I'm gonna punch you in the face."
yeah.
You touch me, I'm gonna kick your. Don't touch me.
If you touch me, I'm gonna kick you. I think he touched you a whole bunch at this point.
Yeah, I would have been like, at this point, we've established.
Yeah,
that
I think.
it's an
Yeah,
issue.
yeah. He says you're crazy.
You're right, JoJo. That's exactly what county it is.
What's wrong with you? You think you got me? The
You see, you got
I
me wrong.
call my mama.
I'm gonna call my mama.
But you said own your mama.
She can talk to me. You can't say to me.
Check her
You
cup.
can't say to me. Fix my cup.
I will if you would just a second, okay?
Okay.
Fix my cup.
I'm telling you right now, them cuffs wouldn't be fixed for shit because the way she demand, you gonna fix? No, I'm not. These cuffs wouldn't been on like, then not on wrong as it is, but they wouldn't be on the way they are if you would have, stopped acting like a fucking idiot.
Rolling all over the ground.
Real, so just turn around and relax for a second.
What you guys doing?
No, what the you doing?
Oh. When his backup got there, when he first said it, he's like, he basically, you could hear him say, like, where the hell were y'all at? Like, what took y'all to get there so long? So.
Yeah, because what a weird.
Because it could have got bad for that one guy because they had other people around there with him too.
Really?
The other people were compliant.
Yeah, but what happened if
anytime I've had that situation, they were not.
What happened if they would have got uncompliant though?
Right, started grabbing him and shit.
You right there. Her mama is most definitely probably the problem because that's some good raising she got going on.
Listen, come on.
Don't speak to me.
You know what's going on?
Did he say that or don't beat me?
No, he said don't speak to me.
Okay.
He picked up slant. Now he's making up a whole different scenario on it that, we're going to leave out the part where she was fighting the whole entire time.
Bronson.
We are doing reaction on his video. You'll miss most of it.
Well, if he would have picked her up and earth planted her on the hood of the car, that probably would have ended a lot faster.
Oh, she wasn't doing nothing.
Okay.
She just yelled Texas.
All right, JoJo.
Figure out why they haven't put her in a unit yet.
Probably scared she's gonna kick out the windows. Here's the female when she comes up.
What's the side of that car say?
I got you. Okay.
Don't touch me. Oh my God. He got me. Don't, bro. She can talk to me. You can't say to me.
Check her
You
cup.
can't say to me. Fix my cup.
Oh, he's a whole sergeant.
For a second, okay?
Oh, if he's a sergeant, they're all getting their asses
Fix my
chewed.
cup.
Turn around and I will fix them.
Mm-hmm. You see, he's pissed. It took him that long to get there.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper.
What you doing?
You see what he said? What the hell y'all guys doing?
I gotta do your job. Stop pressing on me because I'm not resisting.
Like that mustache.
Yeah, you
Okay,
like that?
I'm trying to put on
She's
the
not
one.
resisting.
Go.
You know why she's getting all loud and stuff? She's trying to get more people outside,
trying to
get a crowd out
Yeah.
there is what she's doing. That's why she's all loud and shit like that.
Why the
Well, you keep freaking moving around, so.
The Norwich
Okay.
Eatery.
now?
Free publicity.
I don't want to go eat there if she works there.
No, maybe it's tree care. It's hard to see.
Oh my God, I swear to bro.
If it ain't tree care, they need to get rid of those fucking trees.
Let me fix my wrist, bro, because that's hurt.
Let me fix my wrist broke.
Yeah, she said it hurt. Guess what? They're not made for comfort. If you wanted to be comfortable,
Don't push me, because I'll knock your out. Don't push me.
now she done threaten the other one.
Get off my pocket. Stop.
Yeah, the other officer's like, we see why you call for backup now.
You're hurting my wrist.
Well,
bro.
you keep moving, so stop.
Oh my God, baby.
Stop.
You know what? You know that little wrist lock with the handcuffs? Yeah, she would have been screaming in pain because I'd have got some compliance on her with the pain compliance.
I don't know why she handcuffs. He just came.
In other
Chrissy
doors,
said she needs a needle full of hell dog. That would calm her down, wouldn't it?
you are right there, Christy.
JoJo, you going back to work?
Yeah, she did. She's probably going already.
They love your filter.
Ooh, her mama.
My mama.
Right there, right?
What are you talking about?
Is it left or right?
Okay, just put her in my. I don't care. Open my door.
Yeah, I don't care
I don't
either.
care. Yeah,
Don't
just
push me, because I can get in
Get,
myself.
okay, then get in.
My wrist hurt, though.
Get
My
in.
wrist hurt.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Wrist hurt. I'm telling
Calm
you.
down. We'll help you out, okay?
Don't push
your
me,
feet.
bro. I'm not going to tell
Put
you.
your
to
feet
leave
in the
me
car,
alone.
please.
Can you turn to get away? I will listen
I will
to
help
you,
you out.
but she cannot be in my face.
Okay.
Neither will you. Get out my face.
Okay.
Really?
My wrist.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a couple minutes. Oh, my
We have
soul.
one security. You can clear the channel. You can go down.
What?
Jesus.
Ah,
I
peace
don't
and
know. We're going to
quiet.
figure it out. So just go back inside, please.
What we learned about Floyd, you don't let him back out of the car.
No, that little. I'm going to say it. That little cunt right there.
Entitled little bitch. Look, yeah, it may be
What?
even wrong, but you should have at least listened to him at the very beginning.
You know what? All he was doing, he said, I'm just going to cuff you and we're going to detain you and find out what's going on. She could have been on her way home by now.
Oh, yeah.
Now she done picked up all kind of fucking charges and shit. Because she run her mouth, acting like a complete fucking moron. It's like I watched that and I was like, really? I was like, this is like...
Some people's children.
This is why we tell you, whip your kids, people. Whip your kids.
Yeah, you know, like I said, this next one right here. If Bronson's still here, when he hears this one, this is more audio than anything. But well, I'm not even going to
Preface it.
Well, this has to do. I don't know if y'all know. They had an officer involved shooting in Florida recently, in Miami area, like a couple days ago. Well, this was involved in this. Okay, now, oh my God. Just
Radio
listen.
dispatch of a Miami City police officer appearing to make insensitive remarks as this was all playing out.
Local 10's Bridget Matter spoke to Miami police about it and is live with reaction. Bridget.
Well, these audio recordings are now under investigation. They're very insensitive considering the events that went down. We did talk to the South Florida Police Benevolent Association. They say this is not a reflection of the Miami Police Department. Immediately after Miami-Dade police officer Cesar Echevarri was shot, efforts to get him to a hospital began. This is video of the scene where the shooting happened. Now an investigation is underway over police radio transmissions following the shooting.
Passing my car at 60 miles an hour on 7th Avenue. Officer down. Officer down. All right, QSL, let them know they're going to have another officer down if they keep going at 70 miles an hour near my car.
Stedman Stahl with the South Florida Police Benevolent Association says this was a Miami police officer heard on the recording.
And I'm sure if that officer could have a do-over, he probably wouldn't have made those comments. He could go back in time.
Local 10 also obtained a recording of a supervisor reprimanding the officer.
Let's try to use a little bit more tact and not hand anybody up. If they have an officer down, they're going to pass you at 80 miles an hour next time.
Miami police released this statement in part. If in fact it is determined that it is our officer, he will be held accountable for his actions. It is unsettling and disturbing listening to the lack of concern, compassion, and empathy. Now, earlier today, I did talk to the Miami Police Department spokesperson about this. They say they do not have an identity of that officer at this point, so we will be checking back with them. For now, we're live in Miami. Bridget.
Oh, they know exactly who it is.
I mean, every
fucking lie, because when we key up, it gets a radio tag on there.
Yep.
All they got to do is say who's assigned this radio. They know exactly who it is. That
Not
motherfucker.
only that,
Motherfucker right there.
You know damn well after you've worked an area for a certain set amount of time. I mean, the person keying up, you could almost, without them even talking, know who that is.
I guarantee you, the dispatcher knows who it is, because after you've actually worked with somebody long enough, they know your voice.
You're right, Josh.
That motherfucker right there needs to go turn his goddamn badge in. And
he would at least be riding the fucking desk.
No, he don't even be
paperwork.
Fuck him. He don't even. To me personally, he don't even be. He don't deserve to wear a badge.
No, that's
fuck him.
Yep.
That motherfucker needs to go work for some. I don't know.
Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, I don't know if Domino's Pizza good enough for him. Motherfucker go work at Little Caesars. $5 pizza. Oh, I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? This dude said this shit on the radio. Good for that sergeant or lieutenant, whoever that was.
Yeah.
I said, he said, the next time I'll be going 80 past you. He gonna make a comment like that, and I guarantee you he'd do that at an officer that just went down.
Well, I tell you, if you've ever had a call of officer down, I have, and I never once looked down at that speedometer. All I know is I couldn't put that pedal further through the fucking floor.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's that worn one or wear a badge, it's like, yeah, fuck that dude. They know exactly who that dude is.
Yep.
They know
No
exactly who
questions
it
asked.
is. that guy right there, that's the guy that's going to finish his lunch before getting up and going run a call or helping for backup or anything else like that. Personally, I think he's probably a fucking pussy.
Probably fucking drunk.
He's probably a pussy, and he's scared to do his job anyway. So,
well, I mean, Miami-Dade is a pretty liberal part of Florida. Well, I mean, they're constantly blue.
Fuck that dude right there. So that shit, when I first heard it, made my blood boil.
Josh.
I know your voice. Know your voice.
Absolutely.
All right. Those were the 2 reaction videos. We're going to get in this first one here. First story is out of Mississippi.
Mississippi.
It's about, I believe this is about is it the chiropractor? I believe it is. Mississippi. A chiropractor in Mississippi just got his ass arrested. For what?
Chiropractor.
No.
Cracking
backs. Because he was cracking
possession of crack.
No. He was selling fentanyl.
Woo!
Your dick is fentanyl, you won't feel your back.
Yeah, you don't have to need a
chiropractor
if you got fentanyl.
Joseph Joey Andrew Rogers, 53 years old, of Long Beach, Mississippi, faces charges of possession of meth, tampering with evidence, and sale of controlled substance. The fentanyl charges come from previous undercover operations in Harrison County. They executed search warrants this past Wednesday at his house and his office. And they found dope because he is a dope dealer. He was apprehended and arrested, and they found meth, paraphernalia, and that's used for ingesting heroin and fentanyl in his house. It says he's being held on $200,000. He owns and operates a chiropractic office in Mississippi, according to the news release.
Not anymore.
Hey, did you leave her up on the background because of her
lips? Yeah, he did. I'm like, why is there a nice Hispanic lady blowing us all a kiss?
No, we have a lot of videos tonight, so I mean I can go back and forth, but the next one has a video too if Holstera wishes to use it. So,
I don't really think it's necessary.
Josh, I'm not familiar with that incident.
I don't have to.
So basically, a short synopsis of this is there was an off-duty NYPD detective basically going down the road. He witnesses these 3 gangbangers jumping out of this SUV and were holding a guy at gunpoint attempting to rob them. Off-duty NYPD officer that doesn't qualify every year apparently fired at the 3 suspects. They dropped their firearms, jumped back in the SUV, and left. No one was injured by the round, including the bad guys. And then the officer had to go to the hospital for tinnitus. If you don't know what tinnitus is, because I had to explain it to the Iceman, basically that's that if you've ever fired a gun.
What are you saying? I can't hear you. My ears are ringing.
Yeah, exactly. So your ears ring after you shoot a gun. And that right there, he had to go to the hospital for it.
My God. You can tell he's a city boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you fire a gun with us, we're like, we stick our finger in his ears and shake it around a little bit. Let's go. Let's get this shit going.
Hey, Roy, bite me.
What, Joshua? Are you saying the video is comical?
No, he said that he's asked earlier if we had covered the MHP incident outside of Macomb recently.
No, but I did see something comical recently. I seen they had this car chase, and they had this car chase. I won't say where it was at or nothing. And then they had that cop. It looked like he was trying to chase the bad guy down with the spikes with his cowboy hat on.
Yeah,
that was quite comical right there.
Very comical.
Yeah, he had a truck.
I know he was probably running back to his unit, but the video makes it look like he's chasing after them.
I was like, why do you keep saying wait for it? They're gone. Nope.
Wait for what?
No, it kept saying wait for it on the video, like wait for it. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, the pursuit's over. What did I fucking miss? And here comes this guy in a cowboy hat running across the screen.
I haven't seen Irwinville one yet.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, that was it? Oh. Well, we're going to have to... I'll have to put that one on the next one. I have to figure out how to get a TikTok video on here.
Oh, it's easy. All you do is hold it down and hit download.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. See what we got.
Next one.
This next one was from Freebird, but I got a video. This is another.
I've been kind of keeping up with this.
Another Louisiana one. Well, you might know more than what I have. I do have a video on it. We'll watch the video. Video number 4. Let me pop this up here.
Confirmed that there was a law enforcement officer who did not act when a witness reported a rape in progress a block away from them in the French Quarter.
But an investigation by New Orleans police of the incident last month found it was not an NOPD officer as originally reported. Investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein has been following this story, joining us in studio now with a very important update. Who was it, Mike?
Who was
it? Kidding, Therese. Now, as this story blew up with the publication of that witness's 911 call, an officer with a...
Is it me? Is this dude got a really bad list?
Very.
Okay, make sure I wouldn't go. I was like,
Mike Pearlstein, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Pearlstein.
different city police agency was revealed as the cop who did not take action, and that officer, a veteran, was immediately suspended. The controversy started with a frantic 911 call about an officer failing to respond to a rape in progress.
Cop is still a block away, and this girl got raped in the street corner.
After a complaint to the Independent Police Monitor, an investigation by NOPD's Public Integrity Bureau, that unresponsive officer has now been identified as a deputy constable with the 2nd City Court.
The evidence collected shows that she in fact spoke to a 2nd District Constable officer at the intersection of St. Peter's and Royal Street.
As questions surfaced, Superintendent Sean Ferguson said investigators quickly obtained security camera footage to rule out his officers and reveal the deputy constable's affiliation.
Evidence was obtained that clearly showed that the individual who made the complaint about our response did not speak to a New Orleans police officer.
2nd City Court Constable Ed Shorty said in a phone interview that his deputy told him Wednesday what happened. Shorty said he placed the deputy on immediate and indefinite unpaid suspension. Shorty added, quote, "We all have a duty, whether we're NOPD or a deputy constable, to instill the public's confidence in law enforcement." But what about the NOPD officers?
Well, my thing is this dude...
Was he even armed?
Well, from what I understand...
Deputy constables have arrest powers.
Yeah. From what I understand, he was working some kind of movie set.
He was working a detail on some movie set, so...
And,
some girls getting physically raped down the road.
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's why he was there. Now, why he didn't act or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, to say... Somebody saying, look, somebody walks up to you, me, any of us... I wouldn't even have to be a cop. Somebody walks up and says... Hey, some dude's raping some chick in the street down there. My ass is going down there.
Yeah.
And this dude's just going, oh, yeah, well, let me finish this. This is a really good jelly-filled donut, and I don't want to waste it. So
I got it from Dunkin'.
Just I'll call it in. I mean, what the fuck?
But did he even do that?
He didn't call it in for 24 or 48 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he just let this girl get raped.
Down here, it's a forcible felony.
And he's a senior officer, I thought they said. And I think that's what I read as well.
Dude, another one. He needs to go work with that Miami cop, and they both can go jump off fucking bridge or something like that, because neither one of them need to have badges on.
Holster, just so you know that constables in Louisiana have full arrest power under the state law. Their duties include handling evictions, property seizures, and subpoenas. They are trained law enforcement officers who wear a badge, carry a gun, and are assigned a police radio.
Okay, so they are in the realm.
He's a cop.
He's a
just
cop.
a different. Yeah. He just does different shit.
Instead of
it's
patrolling,
kind of like one of the meter maid cop.
Kind of
like still a cop.
Meter maids don't have guns usually.
Oh, it depends on the city. Down in Tampa, they do.
But I'm just saying, this dude don't even have a badge on either. Everybody's always complaining, including me, about, people's like, fuck the police, ACAB, police bad. When you got people doing stupid shit like this, I mean...
It puts the cloud over all of us.
Yeah, even if it was that loud bitch from Florida that was fucking fighting with the cop. It doesn't matter. She's getting raped. We're going to step in and stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's her fucking job. It don't matter how much I hate you. It could literally be my neighbor that I hate their ass. But next thing you know, they're getting hurt. I'm going to step in. I'm sorry. It's something.
Tonight's Hot Nuts is going to be Freebird because he didn't show up.
Todd says, yeah, so far, damn near every story we have is a Hot Nuts. More of a cop than look. Motor cops are fucking badass. I can't help it, Tyler.
You say fat ass or badass?
I said badass.
It sounded like you said fat ass.
And I'm actually working on a T-shirt right now. It says on the back of it, "You about that life, motor life." Fucking cool. So
be a gangster.
Okay. Moving on along.
Y'all just jealous.
Is there a video for mine or no?
He was. Which one we are? Yes. He was trying to survive. I do have a video. You want me to play the video? Or
Sure.
You just want to read it?
I'll play the video.
All right.
We're on a roll with videos.
I got 12 of them.
I see that.
So I've been busy.
Tonight, deputies in Osceola County have provided plenty of them to paint a story of abuse.
Boy, Florida's hitting it hard today.
And I'm Carla Ray. Investigators say 6 children were living in this motel room, cut off from the world and deprived of basic resources. And one of them, a 6-year-old boy, investigators say was beaten to death by his own parents.
Ashley Edlin live with more on this tragic story. And Ashley, investigators say initially that
hospital and put on life support, but he died.
Being beat so much that blood is being left on the bottom of a shoe.
6 kids were found living in a hotel room of horror at the
6 kids living in that little hotel room.
They were discovered July 5th after Sheriff Marcos Lopez says the mother, Bianca Blaze, called 911 saying her 6-year-old drowned after he was drinking out of the toilet. The boy was taken to the hospital and put on life support, but he died a few days later. The sheriff says they later found out the boy had been beaten and suffered a brain bleed and a lacerated liver. He also said the 5 other children found out the boy had been.
He was drinking.
She's smiling at her mugshot.
He was drinking out of the toilet because they wasn't feeding or giving these kids anything to drink. And I think the dad walked in, caught the kid drinking out of the toilet, and just beat him to death right there.
Good Lord.
What the hell's wrong with people? And he was one of 6. And he just beat this child to death. 6 of them living in that little bitty ass hotel room. It's barely big enough for one person.
I mean, I don't fault them for living in a hotel room, if they're falling on hard times. But abusing your children, there's no fucking excuse.
But it's so bad. The kid's drinking water out of a toilet like a fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
like a dog.
My kids will eat before I do.
They had 6 kids from the age of 6 to an infant that was just a few months old.
God, stop fucking, man. So they're literally a year apart.
Pretty much.
It's like she just got pregnant one after the other.
Irish twins.
It's just, look what we just went over them Louisiana stories with just past week. Foster parents raping the foster kids. Fucking little 2-year-old dying of a fentanyl overdose and shit for a 3rd time being OD'd on it.
Said that the reason he wasn't breathing is because his parents got very angry that he was drinking out of the toilet and started to beat him. First, the mother beat him. Then the father started repeatedly punching the little boy with closed fists. He punched him multiple times in the head and stomach area. This was the 6-year-old child.
I can't see what kind of fucking sick individual can beat on a kid like. I can't see it. I got grandkids. I've had kids. If I got mad at my kids, did I spank them on their butt? Yeah, but did I ever think about taking a closed fist and just beating them in the face and shit like that? No.
No. That's fucked.
It goes on to say that all the other children showed evidence of abuse, including burns, scars, black eyes, bleeding, and bruising. One of the children allegedly had a hemorrhage in one of their eyes.
So they ain't getting out of prison.
Well, to me personally, people like this, once they're found guilty, should suffer the same fate that child did.
Ooh, I'm all for it. Eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. You literally take them out and just stomp them.
Yeah. They should have to suffer the way that little child did right there.
See, that's the Middle East does that shit.
You're right, Bronson. Florida is always hitting hard.
Hitting that meth pipe fucking hard.
Well, this next one is very interesting. I have 3 separate videos. We're going to go.
I've heard about.
We're going to go through
this one too.
We're going to some of it's repeat. Let me give you the background. If y'all have been listening to the podcast for a while, you remember what was it back in January, somewhere around there. We talked about the new woman that took over as sheriff, and
you got video about the
NOPD sheriff and how she wanted to make the jail a safe space, and she's all about hugs and kisses and teddy bears and all this shit.
Rainbows and fruit.
She's from California. She's never been a cop before. She was just some auditor down here, and they elected her for the sheriff. And she's a progressive. We know how this shit works out. Well,
So,
I think it was Friday.
Did you get the video of when they took the jail back from all the people outside screaming and shit from all the flashbangs?
Well, I don't know about the flashbangs, but I got video after they got it back. But they took the jail Friday. The inmates took a pod. They took a pod area, and we'll just listen, because then I'll stop and talk about it, because it's fucking.
It's what you get.
This is what I'll make the point while we're watching it, so we'll understand it. Dum.
For those
Protest
wondering,
inside the Orleans Justice Center. Officials say inmates have
explain what a pod is, just in case
go
some
ahead.
of them don't know. So, in jails are usually set up with a central control room, and then they have wings spreading out in different directions from that control room, and those are called pods. That's where the individual cells are kept, and sometimes they segregate the inmates based on their charges. It just depends on the facility. So that's what a pod is.
All right, get that understanding out of the way. Sometimes I forget we
got some
civilians.
Barricaded themselves in their pod inside the jail and are demanding some upgrades to that pod. The sheriff says there was no riot and the inmates are safe.
Hold on. First of all, the inmates took over the pod. That's a riot. I don't care.
Yeah.
Period.
It's an uprising.
But here we go. Let me just.
Released some photos earlier this evening in a news release where they called the situation a peaceful demonstration.
What? That's because they couldn't get out.
Peaceful? Well, hold on. First of all, you're in a jail, and you go, "Oh, it's peaceful." Okay, here we go. God.
Sam Winstrom just got off the phone with Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson, and he joins us live from the jail now with the latest. Hey, Sam.
Erica, I just spoke with Sheriff Hudson, and here's what she had to say about the situation involved.
See, if I was this news reporter, sorry, I had to stop with her. If I was this news reporter, that's why I couldn't do his job. I've been like, I just finished talking to her, and that's one stupid bitch, okay? Y'all not going to believe what this bitch just told me. That's why I'm not a news reporter.
What she had to say about the situation going on inside the jail right now. Now, what we know is that there is a protest inside one of the pods in the jail.
That's what we're calling a protest.
Pod is one of the high security pods, which means it houses violent offenders and suspects from violent crimes.
Murderers and
Sheriff Hudson
rapists.
tells us that they have a list of demands.
A list?
They got a list of demands.
Well, here's the thing.
And it's just a protest.
No, that's what they call riots now.
Yeah,
if you look at all the BLM riots and stuff out on the West Coast, they call them mostly peaceful protests.
Yeah, it's just a peaceful protest inside the jail. Okay.
Things like more books and the ability to watch TV, particularly Saints games. And until those demands are met, they have barricaded themselves inside the pod, locking out all sheriff staff, deputies, everything that has to do with the prison right now. And that they've also made complaints about certain members of the staff. And the sheriff wouldn't go into what those complaints were, saying only that they are under investigation.
All right, so I might have skipped that part. They want a new washer and dryer because the one they have broke, because I'm pretty sure that the people in there broke it because they were probably taking shit off of it to make shanks out of. They want more books. We need more books.
Because everybody reads.
Because we're just a bunch of readers. It's a bunch of intellects in there. We need more TV time because we need to watch football. And they want more recreation time outside, too. I'm sorry. Is this a jail? Or is this
gym, man?
Is this fucking summer camp? And we're going to make birdhouses and Jack Touchy's other peckers.
The Orleans Parish Country Club.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking demands.
And have been turned over to the proper authorities. But what she did say is that there has been no violence involved in this protest, both on behalf of her staff and on the inmates. that there are no injuries inside the pod, and that's why she released these photos from inside the pod, to give family members some comfort and show them that their loved ones are safe inside, and that deputies will not use force as long as they don't have to. And here's what she had to say on use of force inside the jail right now.
And we do not want to use force if we don't have to. And so when you have something like this where nobody's in danger, there's no violence going on,
starve them out.
Just take your time, wait them out, talk to them, negotiate with them. And
hold on a second.
There is no negotiation.
If I was a sheriff, and I've worked for some sheriffs, you have to. Yeah. If I was a sheriff, there's no way I'm going to say, well, there's no violence and, they just got their demand. No. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, hey, fellas, either y'all motherfuckers unbarricade this door or my guys are coming in, and I can't guarantee you nobody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, because most departments have a CERT team.
Yeah. I'm going to say, my guys are about to come in there, and you better do what they say. We're putting we're taking our fucking jail back. Period. We're not saying, oh, look, we'll just think. No, you know what? From the way she's doing this shit, you know what's going to happen again?
The next time somebody gets a hangnail, they're going to protest.
This will not be the first stupid shit like this that goes on at this jail. Why? Because she just showed them that they can get away with it.
Yep.
It's like dealing with a jail. It's about control. Well, guess what?
You lost
she just they all know that who's in control right now, and it's not this woman.
Yeah, the tail's wagging the dog.
So,
have you ever seen them rubber grenades?
Yeah, with the BBs.
Yeah, the little rubber BBs, and they just take that thing and you throw it in there.
Yeah,
and I seen a video of those once.
The longest they would have had that pod for me if I was a sheriff would have been maybe 4 hours. I'd have gave them about 4 hours to give up. After that, my guy's going in and taking that shit back. Period.
And they're going to be bruised a little.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. This is not like on the street where they could, run into a home or do something like that. They are unable to leave the facility. So time is on our side.
Now, Sheriff Hudson said that she is taking their requests seriously and she will listen to them and even follow through on some of them. But right now, those inmates have to get back in lockdown for those conversations to begin. Now, reporting live outside of the Orleans Parish Justice Center, Sam Winstrom.
And being that it's a liberal city, I guarantee you they don't catch any extra charges.
Oh, well, wait. We got another video. This is
the
fucking
letter that was handed to them by the inmates at the Orleans Justice Center, and we are continuing to follow that
lots of justice going on there.
Inside, they have a list of requests, and they have still not come to an agreement with the sheriff's office to end that protest.
What's this? A fucking union debate? They on strike or something?
Happening inside the Justice Center. Erica Ferrando brings us the latest tonight.
A message scribbled on sheets of paper is on display.
Please help. What these motherfuckers being held hostage? You in jail, motherfucker. Please help. Really?
I just want to use a note that they did use force to take that back. That video was insane.
They should have took it. Yeah, but this was like what, 3-4 days later?
Yeah.
They should have took this. The only reason they did it is because they started flooding the fucking place. They should have took it. They shouldn't have had that.
They shouldn't have went that long.
They shouldn't have had it that long.
Display from inside a pod in the Orleans Justice Center. Inmates who barricaded themselves inside their pod shouted to the.
What is it? You know what I'm hearing? I'm a victim. I'm a good church boy. I'm innocent. And, of course, you got these knuckleheads out here, support prisoners.
Was outside as activists.
Was he out on his face?
A diaper.
A face diaper. That ought to tell you right there. And he's not even around nobody. He's going to give himself COVID.
Jay Martell shouted back to show support Sunday evening.
Keep it going!
It's important that we're out here to show solidarity with people who are incarcerated.
The inmates of the...
She wants to show solidarity with people that are incarcerated, which these people in here, this is the max wing.
The max wing, yeah.
These are murderers and rapists. They would like to slit your throat and have sex with your dead fucking body, you stupid bitch.
And they're all wearing masks, Jesus Christ.
And they all have masks on, yeah.
security 2E pod are violent offenders and suspects, according to Sheriff Susan Hudson, who added this is the same pod where 3 recent stabbings occurred. They barricaded themselves in Friday and handed jail staff a handwritten list of requests. Sheriff Hudson released that letter Sunday. It says, "We the people are tired of being treated in such an inhumane manner." And the inmate.
You know what they're saying?
The people means the government.
Inhumane manner. Okay. I got a solution for it. Don't break the law. Don't go to jail, and you wouldn't be locked up.
They had nice handwriting.
Mail to be delivered, and if refused, to be informed why.
Yeah, they just
listed off requests, including books, washer and dryer replacements, another TV, more recreation time. The sheriff's office says the requests for a washer and dryer are likely due to residents breaking those machines.
You heard that, right? Residents? She called them motherfuckers residents like they fucking rent an apartment or something.
Complex.
Residents.
Fashion weapons in the past. They also said they're in their cells 20 hours a day and want more time outside of lockdown. One of the inmates in that pod is Stephen Jones' son.
It could turn bad at any minute, so I'm hoping they resolve this matter.
He worries for his son, who has been incarcerated for 4 years waiting for trial.
Check on y'all people, because, right now it's a bad situation going on.
The inmates shouted they have not had food or water since Thursday. Sheriff Hudson's office says deputies have offered the residents
So he took it over Thursday.
Food, water, and medication, but they have repeatedly refused it. Now in its 3rd day, the standoff with inmates and sheriff's deputies has remained nonviolent. As Sheriff Hudson said in a statement, "I promised our community that we would reduce the use of force inside OJC, and I intend to honor that promise." According to Sheriff Hudson's office, deputies are still trying to de-escalate the situation. They are negotiating with the inmates to try and come to an agreement without the use of force. But according to the sheriff's office, all offers to resolve this matter have been refused.
Yeah, pull it back a little bit.
Without the use of force. But according to the sheriff's office, still trying to de-escalate the situation. They are negotiating with the inmates to try and come to an agreement without the use of force. But according to the sheriff's office, all offers to resolve this matter have been refused by the leaders of the protest.
The leaders. Them motherfuckers would, I'm telling you. It could get bad. Storming it. Yeah, exactly. She's just waiting for, the shit to get bad. Because this woman is a complete fucking idiot. She's just a moron. But they elected her in New Orleans, so go figure.
And I'm Katie Moore. One day after officials broke up a protest at the Orleans Justice Center, we're hearing from the mother of an inmate and from the sheriff herself.
Well, the inmates took over their pod this past weekend, sending jail officials a list of demands. It's the most recent controversy for the new head of the jail.
They look great on them residents.
Susan Hudson, Erica Ferrando joining us in studio right now to talk more about this. This was kind of the talk around everywhere this weekend.
It was, and we heard from Sheriff Hudson today, who said the standoff with inmates and deputies started Friday afternoon around 4. Those inmates handed over a handwritten list of requests, and their protest from inside the pod lasted 2 full days, finally ending last night.
I understand they are prisoners. They're not supposed to get luxury, but they are human.
Duana Jackson is anxiously waiting to hear from her son, one of the 44 inmates who is in a high-security pod and barricaded themselves in over the weekend.
So if he's okay, why is he not able to call or even head?
I'm sorry.
Lost that privilege.
I tell you, they probably cut the phones off. I mean, really? I mean, Jesus Christ. Why can't my baby call? Woman, your boy's in the fucking max. He probably killed somebody or tried to or raped them or something. And then you wonder why?
Yeah, he didn't go to jail for baking fucking cookies.
Yeah, I'm waiting for never mind.
He even had something to eat yet.
That's his fault.
So those are my concerns for my child.
I believe they said they were ready to go to war.
Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson spoke to city council members Monday explaining the standoff with sheriff's deputies and inmates started Friday when jail staff was doing a formal count of residents which required them to go to their cells, but they refused.
The highest security pod has experienced a number of violent issues, and so we can't have them all out at one time.
For the next 48 hours, they barricaded themselves in their pod. Inmates shouted to those those outside that they hadn't eaten or had access to water since Thursday. Sheriff Hudson said they were offered food, water, and medication several times but refused to take it. The sheriff told deputies not to use force if
watch this shit.
Have to, and the standoff was nonviolent at first.
They were doing the limbo and dancing, and it was basically a no violence situation.
It was just a pod party for the weekend.
I
just let them have a pod party. They didn't take the food, but they all took their teddy bears. God, it's just a summer of pod parties. Yeah. Pepper says quit hoarding them Zuzus. Shouldn't have to eat all your zaps on the first day of negotiation.
That's right.
Yeah.
We get to Sunday, that changed.
Sheriff Hudson says there were 6 so-called ringleaders of the protest.
They started to make weapons. They broke their brooms. They started to cover their faces.
And Sunday, inmates triggered the sprinkler system, flooding the area, then attempting to break the pod glass door, according to Hudson.
Oh, I'd never known that was going to happen.
The Department of Corrections stepped in, entering the pod around 8:30 p.m. Sunday, setting off non-lethal weapons like sting ball grenades. The protest leaders were transferred from the OJC to a maximum security corrections facility. One person was taken to a hospital.
And that was the individual who had previously refused his medicine because he was a diabetic.
And 5 other inmates reported injuries like scrapes.
We haven't seen the reports yet back up.
Oh, he have a boo-boo. It's a boo-boo. I agree with you, Chris. They could just turn the lights out, lock the door, turn around and walk off. We could come back in a week and just pick the bodies up. Because I guarantee you, none of these people are missed in society except for a couple of their parents. And they probably don't miss them that much either. And Thomas says all pods matter. It was just a pod party.
What the actual injuries were.
Sheriff Hudson says her office is looking into the requests of the inmates that they shared in a handwritten letter. It includes less time in lock.
I'll guess somebody has nice handwriting at least. I'll give them that. It's very neat handwriting, yeah. And it spells very well too. So.
Down book, say Second TV, and to be taken to court on the court-appointed date, as they claim transportation doesn't always show up.
My son was one of them. He was supposed to be taken to court on a certain day and was
they
not.
big
The
words
main
like
thing that I
nefarious.
hear in these grievances is they want to be out from the morning to about 10:30 at night, which is not doable with the staff that we have. That's the only one. The rest of them are all reasonable, provided we can get to them.
Sheriff Hudson took office in May, and she said since then she's been looking into the problems, one of them being security issues with the doors to the inmates pod. And that's one of the issues she addressed today that she said she wants to fix. And on top of that, she has a staffing shortage and is active.
They nobody wants to work for that bitch. That's why.
Because they all knew it was going to happen.
It's going to happen again now.
You remember that movie with the collar that had an explosive in it?
Yeah. It's called The Running Man.
The Running Man.
See, what you need to do is put those on every one of the inmates.
Yeah,
and then when they do that, you just activate the little red light, and they go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and their head
Get
pops
back in your
off,
pod, or I'm going to hit the button.
Yeah, it's like a shot collar, but your head pops off instead.
That works.
This. Everybody that's listening, I'm not psychic. I'm telling you, this is going to happen again sooner than later.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they got away with it. So another pod's going to do the same thing. This is going to start, like I said, the only demand they would have got was me demanding them if they don't get back in their cells, I'm sending an ass-kicking team in to put them back in their fucking cells, period. And instead of getting out 4 hours a day, you motherfuckers are going to be getting out, luckily, an hour a day after that shit. You motherfuckers better like bologna sandwiches too. Shit. I'm about to fuck you. I'm going to make you more miserable than you were before. The only thing, you're going to have a TV because you have a TV and all you're going to fucking watch is Billy Graham on fucking TV. 24 fucking 7.
Or whatever
We're going to give you some Jesus in your life, okay? That's all y'all going to watch. Fucking Jesus channels and stuff. There ain't going to be no football. What's football? Ain't no football. Yeah. No. They do this. She's doing this. She's playing to their little pod. No, it was so peaceful. Look at the brotherly love.
Solidarity.
This bitch she has zero law enforcement experience. She's never been a cop in her life. She has no fucking clue about what she's doing.
I bet you her kids are wonderful.
So Anyway,
I could moving to Pasco in a couple weeks.
What?
Shoe program on all you bitches. It like I said, fucking New Orleans itself is turned into such a. New Orleans used to be a gorgeous city. New Orleans is a fucking cesspool. It's a cesspool. You know.
That's what happens when the liberals show up.
Baton Rouge right with them. Right with them.
Oh, have you seen the video going around with the Baton Rouge City Police talking to the reporter, Kieran?
Which one?
Where he tells it.
The one that quit recent. The last one that quit.
No, she's sitting there asking him why she's not on the release email list.
Oh, which you tried to talk to the chief because they took her off of.
And he said it's probably your credibility. I'm thinking
her credibility.
Yeah, that's what he said. And I'm thinking, dude.
Yeah, it's opposite. It's totally opposite.
Roy would love Nola. That's his. You been to Oz, Roy?
Yeah, Roy was I think Roy used to perform at Oz.
Perform at Oz?
Yes, he was.
Didn't she die?
Who?
The Queen Madam or whatever of Oz?
No. You're talking about Chris Owens. No, she had her own place for 100 years. You're thinking about Chris Owens.
But yeah, hey, I like New Orleans. First thing in the morning while they're all still asleep.
Yeah, even the bums, you got to walk over them on the sidewalk.
Yep. Hey, but they will give you beads for the coffee.
For cold hot chocolate, yeah.
Yep.
You give them cold hot chocolate.
So let's see, we're about an hour in, about halfway through the stories.
No, we only got 3 left.
No.
Yeah.
So we're on mine. So basically,
actually we're on Freebirds, but
are we? Oh, it's different. No, 6-month-old dies after being left in the SUV for 5 hours.
Oh, I must not put yours on here.
Yeah, so basically this fucking idiot decides that she's
Don't call me that.
She, for once, I ain't talking to you. She decides she's going to smoke a bunch of dope, go home. She's like 22, 23. She had I believe, a 6-month-old in the back seat of the car. She states that she was too high on marijuana. She forgot the child in the back seat.
Marijuana is a gateway drug.
So basically, the baby baked to death in the hot southern sun and
she looked like
died.
She baked too.
And yeah, she's been charged with second-degree murder and possession of marijuana.
That's her right there.
I wonder if her and the girl from the first video hang out together.
I don't know. See, this shit bitch is in Louisiana right here, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, they look somewhat alike.
Somewhat.
I mean, that ain't just weed, dude. She's on some heroin.
Man.
Yeah, she's
Mexican American. Yeah, she's got scabs. When you got scabs, you on more shit than weed.
Yeah, this next one here is supposed to be Freebirds, and it's a very short video. Just about a police chief in Florida.
Florida again.
How
about we give Florida the
Florida is lit tonight, and
let's talk about the Port Richey police chief. Hell, they always go to jail.
Well, this police chief is under investigation right now. Which video is
And
it?
I'm
Number
Katie
9.
Moore. One day after officials broke up a protest at the Orleans Justice Center.
A battle is brewing between the Bradenton Police Union and the chief of police. The union accuses the chief of wrongdoing. The chief says this is really about something else.
Something else.
Fox 13's Kimberly Cuisin shows us both sides of the situation.
An arrest at this home off 21st Avenue West in Bradenton has spurred an investigation in
with an independent.
Y'all didn't see all them
the
signs?
officers says she saw Chief Bevan. We're assisting probation officers with department.
See, I don't know why I keep doing that.
Yeah, why do you keep doing it?
All them signs that said no trespassing. Right there, look at them. It's like, don't be coming in my house.
Well, in the state of Florida, you actually have to have one every 6 feet or it doesn't count.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
My house is fucking covered in signs.
Chief Melanie Bevan.
I had a police officer who saw something. She did not believe what she observed was proper and lawful and did something about it. And now we're seeing the backlash, or we're seeing the results of coming forward.
Mick McHale represents the Bradenton Police Union. He says Bradenton Police and Chief Bevan were assisting probation officers with Department of Corrections in making an arrest at the home. He says one of the officers says she saw Chief Bevan searching the home and someone inside without a search warrant.
They have an arrest warrant?
Well, hold on. I don't know how it is there, but tell me if I'm wrong or not. Because, like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If you're on probation or parole, if you're on parole out here, probation.
You don't have any rights.
And that probation officer does not need a warrant to come in your house. They do not need a warrant to search your house.
In the state of Florida, no police officer needs a warrant to search you at all.
Well,
if I pull you over on a traffic
I'm talking
stop
about they physically going in your house. That's what that's what they're saying here.
Yeah.
Well, like say I run your license plate and it says you're out on bond, I can pull you over and search you without reasonable suspicion.
Yeah, probation officers, and I know here in the state, they have pretty much carte blanche. They can do just about whatever they want.
If you're on probation and parole.
Yeah.
So the probation and parole, which they do here also, they'll call, especially if they think somebody's going to give them problems, they will call and have local PD or sheriff's office assist them when they're getting ready to arrest somebody. This is what happened. So unless it's different over there, and they did not need a warrant to go in that house and search while they were making that arrest. So whoever this police officer is, unless I'm wrong, they're wrong because they didn't need a warrant because of the probation and parole.
As long as that's where he was registered to, yeah.
Reported it to her superior, but has since resigned.
Hold on. She says she reported it. So did she go to her sergeant and bitch about the chief? That's what I'm saying. It's like, Sarge, I don't think the chief was doing right. I've been like, yeah, okay.
You know how that works out for you.
Yeah, but
I think all of the questions that both we have, the officers involved, and just as important, the homeowner impacted and affected by the scenario will be better served and answered by somebody.
This motherfucker's looking for a paycheck, so he's looking
Internal
for.
Affairs is currently investigating, but McHale is calling for an outside investigation and has filed an unfair labor practice charge against the department. Thursday afternoon, in an open letter, Chief Bevan called the allegations an attack.
She didn't get fired.
Negotiations between the union and the city for higher pay.
Yeah, she didn't get fired. She quit. I wonder why she quit. This is a disgruntled employee. They probably told her, it's like, you stupid ass, you're wrong.
Not only that, it's a fucking hostile witness. You can't use it.
Yeah. What's
regardless.
up, David?
But so you get the feel of Bradenton. Bradenton is like one of the wealthier areas in Florida. Obviously not the one that we see.
Well, that was a wealthy house.
No, but like Bradenton is where old money goes.
Well, like I said,
most homes are about $600,000-$750,000.
Yeah, I want to know why this
remain
person
at a
quit.
standstill, saying, "It is unfortunate I am prohibited from responding to the current false allegations against me, as it would be a violation of state law to discuss an investigation while active, something Mr. McHale is very aware of and undoubtedly capitalizing on." McHale says that is not the case, and Chief Bevan says she will be exonerated through body camera footage. In Bradenton, Kimberly Quizon, Fox 13 News.
Under Florida law, search warrants are not needed when dealing with parolees. If they have roommates, probation officers can search areas within the house where they were known to stay.
Iceman was right on that one.
Dun, 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 dun.
So this officer's got some kind of other issue.
Yeah.
They're trying to use this shit.
Yeah.
She's disgruntled, or him. I think they said it's a girl. Disgruntled or something like that. So
she asked for promotion. He said no.
Or whatever. The chief's a female too.
She wanted to sleep with her.
Might have.
She said no.
Well, Chief didn't look dykish. So
I didn't see the chief.
That was her standing at the podium.
Yeah, talking.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, well, Box, you're up next. I don't have no video on this one.
Yeah, because I don't think this one
actually
really needs
Well,
video,
no,
does
actually, I do have a video, but you can talk about it.
So, hey, guess where we're at again, folks? Florida. This time we're going down to Palm Beach.
Going down.
The Palm Beach County deputies will soon start carrying Narcan. A policy change that is expected to cost the county about $200,000.
In Narcan?
Not worth it.
That's a lot of fucking Narcan.
That's a lot of Narcan. I know We don't carry it.
I know I don't carry it, and
Now,
I don't want to carry it. You know why? Because I'm not a medical person, and I'm just asking to get fucking sued.
Yeah, so I know the fire department has it, and they're trained to do whatever they need to do.
Yeah, as soon as I hit somebody with it, even if I save their life, they're gonna turn around. They pissed off because you fucked their high up, and then they just want to sue you or something. So.
Advocates praised the change, noting that more than 2/3 of Florida sheriff's deputies already carry Narcan, while others expressed their frustration. Drug addiction is not a law enforcement issue, said Bradshaw's top aide. We do a lot, and you're going to ask us just to put another tool in our toolbox.
Look, you can see the box over here. He's full.
Yeah, I've got my toolbox is just
This is the same sheriff's office that allowed the officer to retire after he stood outside and allowed the school to get a shot up.
Oh, this was Scott Peterson?
Yeah, it's that area. So either way, I can tell you what my personal opinion is on the matter. I assure you that if I was in charge of a large sheriff's department, we would immediately not carry them, because it enters a whole nother field of liability onto the officers. If we carried it in the car, it would only be to be used upon another officer that came into contact with a deadly substance known as fentanyl. That's it. There's no reason for it.
Yeah, that'd be the only way I would use it if I had it. I'm sorry. I mean,
you did it. You knew you were doing it. You put the crack in there. You fucking lit it, and now
like I said,
you back.
As soon as you're gonna do it, you just. I'm not a medical person. As soon as I do it, I'm gonna get fucking sued. They sue you for everything. Fuck, you do CPR on somebody nowadays, even though I think they got that Good Samaritan stuff, but you break a rib or something, they want to sue you for that shit. Like, bitch, I just saved your life, and you want to sue me.
I'll tell you this. Now, the only way that I see carrying it is that, let's say that you and I are doing a search on a vehicle, and one of us comes in contact with
I'll use it for
that's what we just did. Yeah,
I'll use it on the other.
Then use it on me for sure. Save my ass.
Just like if I have I carry it. I don't have it on my belt, but I have a tourniquet.
Yep.
And trust me, if a bad guy shot or one of my buddies shot, I'm not using a tourniquet on him. Fuck him.
No,
I'm gonna use it on my buddy first. No, you shouldn't have gotten a shootout.
That's right.
Fuck him. So I'm sorry.
But that's the thing is I hate the fact that drug was in fact created. All it does is allow drug addicts to push it to the extreme that they die and then come back to life and do it again tomorrow. I'm sorry. I
got my shoe.
feel sorry for people that have an addiction problem, but at the same time, it's not my problem. It should not be cheaper to walk into a fucking Walmart or a CVS and get that shit than it is to go get insulin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, moving on to our last story. Y'all start thinking about who y'all gonna want some hot nuts, because we got I guess almost damn near all these could be hot nuts.
Yeah.
This last one, two little short videos, like 30-second each. It comes out, I think this is Ohio or Columbus. Let me look at the story real quick, and I'll give you the. I got to get past all of Holster's sheep pictures here.
I got it right here.
Yeah, it's Columbus, Ohio, from 2020 when they had the BLM riots. And yes, I said riots. They were burning shit down, and they arrested 3 cops out there for several. I think they were misdemeanors at that, but they were out there doing their jobs, and they arrested them. So I got 2 little short videos, and we'll show you what happened to them, and then we'll start voting on some hot nuts. We got lots of hot nuts.
Also new at noon, the case against Columbus police officer Tracy Shaw has been dismissed. That's according to court documents obtained by 10 TV. Shaw was initially charged for alleged misconduct during protests in downtown Columbus back in 2020. An attorney made the request, arguing the investigation did not follow state law, and the judge granted the request.
And then we have this one right here, the last one.
That breaking news: charges against a third Columbus police officer accused of misconduct during citywide protests in 2020 will be dropped. Officer Philip Walls was charged with assault, dereliction of duty, and interfering with civil rights after body camera footage showed him pepper spraying protesters.
The special prosecutor did not elaborate why charges were being dropped. 2 other members of the Columbus Division of Police were charged with misconduct during those protests. Sergeant Holly Canode was acquitted, and charges against Officer Tracy Shaw.
Hey, if you're a protester and you're getting maced with some mace, just
protest.
Maced with some mace.
Maced with some mace, and you gotta
Tell me all about that life.
You about that life? You about that protest life?
Did you see that video I sent you where the gangster walked up and tried to snatch the guy's cell phone? He fucking OC sprayed him, and all of a sudden he turned into like a tweaker, just dancing all around the middle of the road.
Well, they had another one that went to trial and got acquitted. Said nope, not guilty, and they wouldn't know why they dropped the charges on the other 2. Probably because they knew they were going to get acquitted also because they did their job.
Yeah.
They said they went by a lot of protesters that moved and followed orders and got out of the road and stuff, and the ones that didn't got a little eye squirt. It burnt their eyes for a little bit. Boo fucking who? Okay?
All officers should have a trunk full of stinger grenades.
Just the freaking snowflakes.
Kaboom.
Number snowflakes.
BBs everywhere.
She's so pretty.
Just so pretty. Roy, I left that up for Roy, so I mean, I understand. I mean, he might need a date.
Roy says that's delicious.
That's so delicious. All right, everybody. Let's vote on some stuff. We got the first "Don't touch me, I'll spit on you, bitch." Then we have the cop that didn't give a shit that the other cop got shot. We have the Mississippi chiropractor that likes to sell fentanyl. We got the officer that is suspended for allowing a girl to get raped out in public. I'm not going to do that when that was bad. The kid getting beat to death. We got the inmates taken over to jail, and the sheriff that let them do it.
Sheriff.
Yeah, the sheriff. I'm voting for the sheriff.
Not the Florida chief and charge drop. So yeah, I'm gonna vote for the sheriff also because we're gonna get some more good stories out of there because she's gonna it's gonna happen again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like the gift that keeps on giving until she's unelected. Babe, we're not gonna do that one because it's just fucking terrible.
Yeah, I'm not putting that one up for hot nuts because that is just bad. Those people, they're not even hot nuts. They are like demons.
Yeah, I think you would have to be.
You got some kind of Satan in you.
It's not only a child, but it's your child.
No, we don't have an all of the above choice.
The whole show.
The whole show. Hot nuts. The whole show.
Go to Etsy.
So, just waiting for a few more to pop up. That's some more videos I want to do some reaction stuff on. Depends on how this weekend goes. Guess what? Got another shit ton of Louisiana crime stories already. I think they had 3 or 4 shootings just yet today. So,
hey, but I got a question for everybody, not just you two. I kind of like this, like doing a review of the video.
Yeah.
Like watch the video and react. And then we're also reacting to the people in the chat. If you guys like that and you'd like to see more of that, let us know because there's tons of funny ass like law enforcement videos that we could yank off the internet, watch together, and then react.
Yeah, that's true. Well, nobody had a lot of people here. Nobody else voting. The sheriff's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we're gonna give it to the sheriff over here because
we had 5 out of 11, but it dropped to 8, so 5 out of
8. She is quite stupid. It was
Hey, look, Freebird showed up.
It was just a pod party.
It was a pod party.
They're having a pod party.
Next time, send them fucking pizza.
Little jailhouse limbo, Yeah. I mean, he's doing a limbo. I don't know if he should do that while he's in jail, showing how flexible he is like that. So, but this sheriff is next. They're gonna ask for a jacuzzi because
well, they were making their own.
Well, they need a jacuzzi because those cell bunks are really rough on your back, and I think they should have a
mattress.
Spa day.
Yeah,
spa day. Yeah.
Come in,
don't even have mattresses, right?
No, they have a mattress. And what else they need? You know what else they need? They need to have. They could get some of the Oriental massage parlor people coming there. Just give them massages. You know,
yeah, they're right next door. I'll bring them up there.
Yeah, I mean, because you deserve a massage while you're in jail because. You know,
while you're watching your Rice Krispie treat and watching the Saints game.
It's just you deserve all that because
Why
you're in
would you
jail.
want to watch the Saints?
I have no idea. I stopped watching professional football when bitches started kneeling down.
Fact.
Roy says he wants to see more hands and more out of the box. The box came tonight.
Giggity.
The box can't help. He got a job.
He got a job now. He got a job.
Be mad at Freebird. He got the bird flu.
He got bird flu. I don't know what. I think he didn't show up because I don't know if y'all saw that meme. I mean, that thing showed up with a baby Freebird. He wanting some DNA testing done on it. And Maury was booked. We're gonna have to go to Steve.
Jerry Springer, huh?
Might have to go to Steve. Does he still do that?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Maybe we can get Springer out of retirement.
Maybe so. I don't know. Somebody throw a chair at somebody.
Why don't you call him? Actually, if anybody's gonna throw a chair, don't we need Geraldo?
Was that a chair or a shoe?
That was a chair to hit him in the nose and broke his nose.
Well, I don't know. He's a liberal too.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it depends on what day of the week.
Well, him and Tucker got in. Not Tucker. Who's the guy?
That's the sheriff.
Tucker Carlson?
No, Bogoino. What's his name? The guy that used
Dan
to
Bongino.
Bongino.
I listened to
Bongino got into it the other night, and he called Bongino SOB.
Oh yeah, he does it all the time. Him and Bongino go got it. I listen to Bongino's podcast like every single day. He puts out a new podcast like 5 days a week and a short one on Saturdays. I listen to him religiously.
Yeah, you bet. The sheriff got it.
Yeah, Billy, I'm with you. I wasn't a ginormous football watcher, but I used to follow like the local teams and stuff. But I'd sit down and watch it. I didn't rotate my life around football games, but I have not watched one professional football game since the kneeling started. And the only time I watch college football games is when I'm actually out working the football games, which would be LSU, and that's the only time I watch it. But other than that, I could care less of any sports except for. I do like college softball, and
I prefer the lingerie football league.
Oh yeah,
and
I like college baseball.
No, I like softball.
Well, yeah, you like softballs.
I love the softball, and girls beach volleyball is quite interesting.
LSU's,
I mean, that's a very
LSU's beach volleyball team.
That's a very
pretty badass.
Exhilarating sport. The amount of physical and athletic.
Get your damn heart rate up just watching.
But I'm telling you, though, like Holstera said, you watch that lingerie football league when some chick's coming through with a two-piece and some shoulder pads and lays another girl out.
Oh, yeah, they hit hard as fuck.
Oh, do they ever. Reckless abandon right there, buddy.
Well, all right, everybody. We love you. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, remember, like, subscribe.
Roy likes water sport.
Come back. We're going to try to do Liberty Freedom Sunday might be Saturday. I don't know. If I have time this weekend, I'd like to do another Louisiana crime type one. So I may have another live come out. They just pop up sometime.
We're going to stick with Sunday.
All right, we're going to stick with Sunday on Liberty Freedom Whiskey. Y'all come watch that.
Roy.
If you come watch it, you'd be like the only other person besides Melissa watching that one.
Roy, even motorsports like NASCAR, they were kneeling down, BLM and all that shit. No, fuck that.
Bubba Wallace.
Yep,
Yeah,
Bubba Wallace
that.
got hung by the door opener. I want some of them.
Remember, always tell the truth. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. And remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you. Thanks for watching. And remember to smile, because the Iceman could always be behind you. We're out.